So the point here that I want you to take with you now, in the infinite now, and during the meditation, is the awareness of the committee, the 3 committee members. When we're triggered, it follows a predictable pattern that the vulnerable child, whether in the basement with the duct tape on or not, will have some or most or all of those 5 emotions: fear, sadness, guilt, shame, worthlessness. Sometimes we're not even aware of it. Our body can hold that tension and express the emotional charge. Our angry, rebellious adolescent, whether in the basement with the duct tape on, can feel anger, resentment, jealousy, and betrayal. And our critic, our judge, always has a story. Right? We all have stories. People come to see me and they have a story. And we get attached to our stories. And the story has sort of a generic template that goes like this. He, she, it, they, or them did something to me, and I have the details to prove it. And if you're my friend, you will listen to everything that I say. You will agree with me profusely and profoundly. You will nod your head, and then I will feel less bad, and then I'll go back to feeling miserable again later and try to get the same dose of that, and then it just falls flat and it doesn't work. Now, it's not to say our stories are meaningless. We can just become too attached to our stories. And when we become attached to our stories, I don't want to give this up. You can't have it. This is my story. Okay? When we become so attached to stories like this, our body can contract and contort, and the emotions go underground, many of them. You know, if we're angry, anger's not hiding, but fear can be hiding underneath the anger. Sadness can be hiding under the fear. Guilt or shame or worthlessness can be hiding. One of the EMAs later this year is the 5 hiding places of emotions. You'll learn more about that. So suffice it to say that when we become more emotionally aware, that's the first part of this. People ask me, how do I get better, Dr. H? How do I get better? And I tell them, you've heard me say it, some of you, there's 10 steps. Awareness, 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 awareness. And with that awareness, we can then put that awareness into a practice of beginning to unwind, taking a step back from the story and start to do an emotional inventory. Because our story is judgment in disguise. I'm right, you're wrong. Our story is like a coffin of judgment that locks in those hidden emotions. And so when we cultivate our non-judgmental observer, we can then have a little bit of distance between the deeper namaste self with a capital S and our committee who gets reacted. Maybe you've heard Deepak Chopra say something like, "You are not your body, you are not your mind, you are not your emotions, you are not your thoughts. Who is the thinker behind the thought?" Which is a good question. Am I the only one that thought that was funny? Thank you. Permission granted to laugh.